Hello everyone, my name is Jet, and today I wanted to talk about my sibling-to-sibling relationships for our presentation today. And that's because I believe that it's an important relationship since it's probably the longest relationship we have, other than our parents, of course. Um, yeah, and me, myself, and my siblings, we are four. I have two older sisters and a adopted oldest brother, so that makes me the baby of the family. Um, and yeah, I just think it's an important concept, especially interpersonally, because they definitely shaped the way I was raised or the way I was brought up because they were in my life for sure. There's an article written by Susan McHale about how siblings and how their relationships influences another person's, and they said that it was because siblings are companions, confidants, and rivals or combatants, and I definitely fit with those three concepts that they brought up because growing up they were definitely my friends and enemies, as well as my like secret spies. And yeah, whenever I would get in trouble, they would be the first ones I would tell. And definitely the ones I would cry to if I got, a spanking or something from my parents. Um, and I definitely agree with that part of the article. And then there is another article by the New York Times by Anna Goldfarb, and she stated that relationships with siblings are not a given and it takes work. And that, for me especially, is definitely true because I wasn't always close to my siblings as I was, or as I am today. Because, one, we have a 15-year age gap, and so my mom had me really late. She was 45, and then my siblings were already like, 15 years older than that. So, me and my sibling before me, we were 14 years apart, and then my oldest sister is 16 years apart, and then my adopted oldest brother is about 16 years apart as well. So it definitely took time for me to like open up and tell them things and just be myself. Um, and then there's another part of that article where they talk about distances and how it's hard because one distance, me and my siblings are not in like California by itself. One's in Canada, another is in the Philippines, and then one is here in California in where is she? Antioch. But because of family drama, she was basically kind of disowned by my parents. So even though my parents and her are not cool, um, me and her still talk and I still visit, um, regardless if my parents like it or not. I feel like whatever happened was between them, and I'm definitely learning both sides of the story, but I try to keep my opinions to myself since I am the youngest, and in my kind of upbringing, they kind of say that, respect your elders, just kind of mind your own business type of deal. So that's what I'm doing, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just trying to, you know, be in the good light of both my parents and my siblings. And then for my last reference by Bagwell, she wrote articles about communication between the older and younger siblings, and then the one quote that stuck out was when she said that siblings imitate each other, and younger siblings especially imitate their older ones. And I can definitely say that I do or did imitate like my older siblings because like they're my role models. Other than my parents, they're the first ones I kind of got to know and kind of, wanted to show their strengths and like they're light. So I can definitely say, since I'm the youngest, that I did, look up and try to imitate, copy my kuya, ate, or like my older sister or older brother in my language, um, since they did, basically help me raise. They basically helped raise me. Um, they were my first friend and definitely my second parents throughout my life. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much why I wanted to talk about like my siblings, is because they were my first friends and definitely my second parents, especially because of our pretty big age gap. Um, I thought that would be a cool interpersonal relationship to talk about.